I'm Johnny FM18. This is episode 23 of my Football Manager 2018 Unemployed Challenge, and Roberto Mancini does not think very highly of me. So the 2021-2022 Russian second-tier season is underway, and you all know what that means. It's time to look at the transfers. Now, one day, there will be a transfer window in which we do not make drastic changes to the squad, but that day is not today. So real quick, let's just go ahead and see who left the club. Marchenko, the Lantern, Markin, Zamaliev, Mamonov, Gorbanov, and Smirnov have all left the club. There are some big names in this group. I just felt it was the right time to make these moves. Zamaliev was at the end of his prime, and Gorbanov, the offer at the time, was just too good to pass up. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the players we brought in. We'll go ahead and start with the prospects. We brought in Alexander Saunin from CSKA Moscow for $1.5 thousand. He looks to be an extremely good prospect, potential to be 4.5-star player. I think this is a pretty good pickup for us. He only cost us $1,500. I think this is a really, really solid signing for us. Next up, we have Denis Gorshkov. Again, another 4.5-star player. I think he might be a little bit of a better prospect. I think he's a year older than Saunin. His physicals look pretty good. We are going to try to get his pace a little bit higher just because I don't want him to get beat by balls over the top because we know that is a weakness for us. But I think he's going to be a solid defender for us. And last but not least is Stanislav Andreev. We probably overpaid for him. We brought him in for $60,000. He's only worth $34,000 now that he's joined the club. He doesn't look spectacular, but I think at 16 years old, he has the solid foundations of a great center back. Possible 4.5 potential. I think, again, we probably overpaid for him, but I think this is going to be a solid pickup for us in terms of strengthening our organizational depth. So that's going to go ahead and bring us to our backups. The first up is our backup goalkeeper, Alexander Budakov. We paid value for him. I think he's inexperienced, pretty solid goalkeeper. Hopefully we won't have to rely on him too much. I think he's going to be a good tutor for some of our younger players. We have also brought back to the club Nikita Klimov. This is a player that we signed for a free. We sold for a deal that was somewhere in the range between $48,000 to $59,000. He then got released by Volkar after he couldn't break into the club. So we signed him on another free. So a pretty good deal for us. He's not a great player, but we do know what to expect from him. We do know what we are going to get out of him. So we brought him back to the club. I think, overall, I think this is going to be a pretty solid signing for us. Again, like I said, we know what we're going to get with this player. So now on to our big signings. The first up is our new goalkeeper, Alexander Maximenko. He's a 23-year-old keeper, 4-star potential. He has a solid foundation, and he's only going to get better. I think this is a exceptional signing for us. And best of all, he only cost us $26,000, which isn't much at all. I think this is a great sign for us, and I'm very excited about this kid's future. And then our last big signing is Alexander Stanis. We're going with Stanis. That's his new last name. His new last name is Stanis. Alexander Stanis, 23-year-old central defender. This was an absolute steal. Current 3.5-star player, potential to be 4.5 stars. We only paid $7,000 for this kid. Absolute steal. I don't know how we got this deal, but $7,000 for this guy is ridiculous. Absolute. It was like taking candy from a baby. We just stole this player. He has pretty solid physicals. His mentals, we would like to see a bit higher, but overall not bad. He has good decision making, good determination. His positioning is excellent. His marking and tackling are all great. I think, again, I'm overusing this word, but I think this was an absolute steal for a club of our stature. So this is the way our club has shaped up. It has its issues. I will be the first to admit that it has its issues. The one that sticks out the most is that we have 4 players that we would like to start that are forward. So there's going to be quite a bit of rotation. I am looking to bring in a few more Russian players just to help with that rotation. But I mean, overall, I think this is a pretty solid squad. Milicevic is going to be a star. Raz is going to be a star. Perot is going to be a star. Sukov is developing. We're not quite sure what we're going to get out of them. Lely and Kukukuchu, we know those players are going to be solid in the back. Pinto is solid. Loganov is a player that's come up through our youth ranks. Stannis, we saw, is going to be an absolute beast. Yevgeev, he's a solid performer. I know he's not that great on paper, but he was pretty solid for us in the back. And Maximenko is only going to get better. This is a young squad. We have an exceptionally young core that's only going to get better. I'm excited about the future of this club. And I honestly think that we're going to perform pretty well this season. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the season preview before we get into the match. So we have 10-1 odds. We're predicted to finish 7th, which I believe is where we were predicted to finish last season as well. We ended up in the playoffs. So I think we are going to be a pretty good squad this season. I think the playoffs are in the pictures once again. And Milicevic and Kukukachu are predicted to be key players this season. They're the only two that made the list. But I think overall we have a pretty solid squad. I definitely think that we are going to be fighting for the playoff pictures once again. So real quick, before we get into the match, go ahead and drop me a comment. Let me know where you think this squad is going to finish. You saw the squad. You see the predictions. You guys know most of the players. Go ahead and let me know where you think this team is going to finish. Like I said, personally, I think we are going to be in the playoffs once again. So with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and just jump straight into this match, the first match of the season. We are away at Armavir for the first match of the season. We do come in as the slight favorites. We have Milicevic up top, Sukhov, Sekretov, and Raz in the midfield. Lely and Kukukachu are our defensive mids. Pinto, Loganov, Stannis, and Yevgeev are our back line, and Maximenko is in goal. So as we start the game here, the only change I did make to the tactic is just because it is a downpour today, we are going to go with more direct passing, since that should help us deal with the weather a little bit. Goal kick from Maximenko. He finds Pinto in space. Looks like the rain might have cleared up. Can't really tell. Sekretov is going to find Milicevic in space. Milicevic gets tackled pretty hard there. Unfortunate. We were hoping that ball was going to find Milicevic one-on-one with the keeper. But good defense by Armavir there. Goal kick now. We do intercept it. Milicevic collects possession. Sekretov looking for Sukhov in space. Pass far post to Milicevic. And the first goal of the game. A couple of our youngsters connecting up there. That was some fantastic passing here. This ball by Sekretov to find Sukhov in space is just fantastic. And then from there, just a simple cross far post. And Milicevic is never going to miss from there. Sekretov collects possession. Again, looking for Milicevic in space. Milicevic is going to find it this time. And that's going to be... Oh, it's not going to be a penalty. Wow, I really thought that we were going to get the penalty call there. Unfortunate. 1-0 at halftime. We are up. It's still downpouring, even though the graphics didn't really look like it was downpouring there after a while. Pretty boring game, not going to lie. Possession has been even. Shots have been pretty even. We have one shot in the first half, and we managed to put it in the back of the net. So the team is still gelling a little bit, I think. Hopefully the second half is a bit more entertaining here. Lely doing the ball now pushing forward to Sukhov. Sukhov driving down the wing, tries to get across it and it gets blocked, but Lely collects. Back to Sekretov. Ahead to Milicevic. Milicevic to Lely. Lely with a shot from outside the box. Not a greatly executed shot there. Throw in for Armavir. They get the ball in plenty of space. Get to the middle of the field. Our defense is looking pretty stout here. We do get exposed there. That was a missed opportunity, I will admit. They do find a through ball there that does expose our defense. Fortunately for us, they are not able to put the shot on target. Another highlight here for Armavir. It's going to be a shot from outside the box, 20, 25 yards out. We're perfectly okay with teams taking shots from out there. Corner now. Milicevic is going to take it. Looking near post, can't find anybody. Armavir is going to clear it. They knock the ball forward here. It looks like we are going to collect possession here, so no issue there. Pinto, a little bit of a nervy moment there. Heads it down to himself. Thought maybe he might have had an unforced error there. Sekretov to Lely. Lely's trying to find Milicevic in space. He is going to find him. Milicevic in the box. Tries a little bit of a looping shot there. Unfortunately, it just sails over the crossbar. Sekretov across to Lely. Lely out wide to Sukhov. Not a great ball there, but Sukhov does save him. Sekretov now in space to Milicevic. Milicevic, again, from the edge of the box. Would like to see him drive forward there. Get closer to the goal. force a challenge from the keeper. Raz gets the ball in the box, and Stannis, is that going to count? Was the flag down? The flag is down, yes. Stannis, our new signing, our young central defender there, looking like a striker here. Lely to Kukukuchu to Raz. Raz that was a nice, confident, calm pass to Stannis. Fortunate not to be in an offside position. He was right there even with the line, and Stannis, that was a great strike from the central defender. This should be the last highlight of the game here, as there's about 10 seconds left to go. We give up possession, but at 2-0, it doesn't really matter here. Just waiting for the whistle to blow. There it is. It is all over. We take the first game of the season, 2-0. The first half was boring, although we did get that goal. In the second half, we did a better job of imposing our will upon Armavir. We got more shots. We started winning the battle of possession. Overall, a thoroughly just solid win for us. So after one match, we are in third place. I know, it's just one match. Take it with a grain of salt. But like I said, let me know down below in the comments where you think we are going to finish. I thought that was a pretty good performance. You saw the team a little bit there. I do think that we are going to be in the playoff picture this season. But go ahead in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Be sure to like and favorite the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Follow along with the companion blog at teambusquets.com. The blog is Will Work for Food. The link for that is down below in the description. Follow along on Twitter and all my other social media. It's at Johnny2Thumb17. Those links will also be down below in the description. And until next time, guys, peace.